positive signs. It was an indication that maybe things were going to start going better.
What's your emergency? Hello, 911. 911, what's your emergency? There is someone with a gun shooting people in Baltimore, Russia.
12 gunshots. Pop, 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 pop. And people running and screaming. I didn't know what happened.
We were hiding in a closeout, and that's why I called 911.
Hello, 911.
Hey, are you at Mark?
Yeah, we don't know what happened, ma'am. Anybody seen the person after the shooting?
I'm very scared.
Okay, yeah, we don't know what happened now.
His oldest sister, my oldest one, she called me and said that he knew what was going on, and I said no. She was like, Mom, you don't think that was Robbie, do you? I said, why do I think that that's Robbie?
Damn. He fucked up his whole life. Yes. Can I help you? Boop.
I don't even remember what time.
Ow, Bubs. Ow.
My daughter called me and said that I just heard about a shooting
Bro, you're yanking my shirt down.
in Westroads Mall. And
Got your whole arm in my sleeve.
And she knew just a little bit of details from the news.
A day of holiday shopping turned into panic and then terror after a teenager with an assault rifle opened fire.
So I'm right there by it, and I pulled up to one cop, and I asked this one cop, I said, please just tell me.
So if you cure the first coat, then
paranoid
paint
father,
over and cure that one.
But I'm
What do you
just
mean?
afraid, you know, I remember how I just wanted the guy to tell me, just go home, you're being ridiculous. And he asked me for my ID, and went away. And he didn't come back. Then my phone rang.
I'm about to just not do
And it was
it.
my oldest daughter, and all she did was scream into the phone at me. And they still didn't come out and tell me anything. And that's how I found out while I was sitting right at the place.
Then I got a phone call from Ron, and he was crying. And he said, did you hear what happened? He says it's true, it's Robbie. And I screamed. I just screamed so loud. And then I just passed out.
Well, they say 19-year-old Robert Hawkins was the shooter.
No words and no song are ever going to make things better for him, ever.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get annoyed.
Good afternoon. Before turning to the situation in the housing market, I send my sympathy to the families of those murdered in Omaha, Nebraska yesterday.
Even after it was confirmed that it was him, I just... I could do is just shake my head and sit there and say, I just still can't believe that he did this.
And I know what a difficult day it is for that fine community. The victims and their loved ones are in the prayers of Americans.
I don't understand it. I still don't understand it.
The third and final image shows the 19-year-old
You perfectionist? I wouldn't say so.
AK-47 to fire. Police say Hawkins then opened fire, killing 8 people in the department store.
It looks like he might have killed himself. You see it laying by his head? I see it laying by his head. Why did I be so wrong?
In the aftermath, 9 people, including the gunman, were dead. 5 people were wounded.
Police say they don't know, and may never know, exactly why he opened fire.
How can anyone comprehend him killing what he did? You can't. You can't
Whatever.
justify
I'm over it.
There's only one person that knows why he did it.
This one's gonna be even more annoying to do.
I have no idea, I still have no idea why. It's too extreme to have ever even occurred to me or entered my mind that what he did could have happened. There's just, I couldn't. It's so far-fetched, fictional, that my brain would never be able to even come up with that kind of scenario.
Wait, huh?
There's a lot of times I blame myself for getting into that fight with him and taking his book back. Because if I hadn't taken it to that level, then he wouldn't have left our house. What about if I had just stopped it and just given his older sister the $10 that she was missing out of my own pocket? You don't know if you did the right thing or not. Looking back, we have no idea because we don't know if we hadn't taken him there, what the other path would have led to. We don't have that magic 8-ball that we can go back and do a redo on everything.
After it happened, I would just go online
Oh.
and all of the hundreds and hundreds of comments that people were making, I would go read them. Why didn't somebody do something? Why didn't somebody do something? Everybody involved did everything that they could think of. I did everything I could imagine, and it wasn't enough.
I'm getting annoyed. I'm getting like...
After the shooting, I did hide myself away for quite some time, and it is really hard going out to eat still to this day, and you hear a conversation next to you going on talking about it, or going to church and they have an anniversary memorial of it, and sitting there watching TV and see it on TV. Then you have his birthday that comes up, and then you have the shooting anniversary that comes up. And
Look, yeah, I think I'm gonna finish these off live.
it never goes away.
I don't think I'm gonna finish them on here.
It's hard to get of something like this and not being able to understand it. I think I tried to learn to try not to sit there and ask yourself what I could have done differently. There was nothing that I could have done to prevent the shootings. I'm not sure if I can finalize my final thoughts. I have 1,000 of them. Foremost, I love my family. I love my kids. I love Robbie. We miss him dearly. And the word sorry don't even touch how I feel to the victims and their families. And everybody that has been affected by this. I can't sum it up.
Thank you.
Honestly, I wasn't sure I could talk about it. I will never forget. I saw on TV that it was a helicopter picture, and it was on the news, breaking news.
You let police in the backyard of this part of your home.
I knew it was my brother's backyard. And I said, why are they in that backyard? What are they doing?
Officers are still at the scene.
And just, I couldn't move. And after a few minutes of just being there in shock,
The search for victims is our top story.
I walked around begging God to just wake me up. Because I knew it was just a nightmare. That none of it was true. It